Alright, so got the wiring harness all hooked up. Got the puck lights plugged in. We got the dimmer switch plugged into the lights, plugged into the fuse box. I've got a fuse in its spot. We're gonna watch this together. So, okay, yeah, it's off. Want to make sure it's off. I disconnected the fuse for this so I don't short anything to the roof. I'm going to turn this on. Actually, let's do that now. We shouldn't get anything, yeah. Okay, second battery's on. I'm gonna turn this off, get in, close the door. Actually, let me put that tapestry up. All right, tapestry's up. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Holy cow, it's dark. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. What? Now that is beautiful. All right, so the other day, I hooked up all the rear lights, connected them all, taped them up into their places. They're you know where they're supposed to be going. I wired up a dimmer switch, which I'm probably gonna have to extend because I forgot to measure the wire coming from the switch to the fuse box extra long, because I might want to put it over here. I might just put it right here. But today, because it looks like it's about to rain soon, I'm really hoping it doesn't, because when it starts raining, well, there's not much I can do. So today, I am going to finish the front section of lights, hook up the dimmer switch, and then on top of that, that's my lowrider van. On top of that, I want to hook up all the wires. There's a few things I need wires for. Ceiling lights, those are all taken care of. LED strip, floor lights. See the water pump, I don't think I'm gonna do. The heater is definitely. Switches, I need some wires for switches, USB ports, a roof vent fan, porch lights, solar panels, and shore power. And this is where my switches are gonna go, with their coordinating numbers related to these. So anyways, let's finish the ceiling lights and then we'll go from there. Also, I'm gonna run these and make sure there's no problems, make sure the wires aren't overheating, lights aren't overheating, electrical connectors aren't overheating, make sure there's no problems. So I got an idea. Instead of pulling all this out, I'm just gonna see if I can connect all the electrical connectors in the van, because I know where everything is. So once I pull them out, put them on the table out there, it's gonna get confusing real quick. So let me grab some tools and let's do this. Harness is ready. I need to take this off. These are both powers. I need to figure out which one's going to the fuse box. Okay, so this one's going to the fuse box, which is what again? Okay, so it's this one, the one that says off. Okay, so this is going to the fuse box. This is coming from the lights. This is coming from the lights. So now I need to get a negative wire from the fuse box all the way, from the switch all the way to the fuse box. All right, I wish what the, that's not good. So, I unbolted the positive going from the switch to the fuse box. And I started thinking, because I routed it all the way up, over there, across this beam, then over here. What I really want to do, because I'm going to add more switches and a charging port over here, I really need to go from there to there, then down there, then through there, and then up there. That's what I really need to do. So, because I'm prepping all the other electrical wires, I need to route some wires over here. That means I need to pull this out, which is not a big deal. But if I'm pulling this out, this also needs to come out. And if this is coming out, I'm repainting it. I'm rebuilding this. Shoot. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna route the positive and negative going from the fuse box to the side of the switch, along with some other electrical. Feed it through here. Unscrew this. Pull this out. I will leave this. That way we don't have to get too in depth. And then I'll lift the carpet up. Oh, it's dusty. And feed the wires through here. All right, deal. That's what we're gonna do. All right, now let's move this son of a gun out. All right, got it unbolted. Unplug this. Ozzy found my stick. I found that in Tahoe. It's okay, it's broken anyways. Plus, why do I need it? You want the stick? You're so cute. Alright, look at that. Oh, this is nice. Look at all this extra space I got. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild this. Maybe I'll put a sink. We'll see. Alright, now I need to pull this carpet up. I need to find another way to mount this carpet, because these are rusting. Started raining outside, so I hopped in my van. I missed this. I need to go on another trip soon. Alright, so I'm making the ground. So I'm gonna cut this end off to expose the pure copper. Put on an eyelid, that'll be for the fuse box. The second one, we're gonna strip it. Add on some connectors, wherever they are. And then hook up the switch. Alright, so I got all the connectors hooked up for the switch and whatnot. Lights are doing good. I feel like they're not as hot. I don't know why. But they're still a little warm. But I gotta turn the power off, connect these, connect all the lights, and make sure it works. Well, actually, before I do that, I have to hook everything up to the fuse box. So I need to get us Phillips, whatever it is, and hook everything up. Man, we're gonna need another fuse box here shortly. These are all getting taken up. We've got 2 extra spots left. Oh wait, I need to put a shrink wrap on that one. All right, so the front lights are all hooked up now. Let's test everything. Turning that on, turning this on before I forget. 5 amp fuse is in the spot. Here we go. Boom. Wow. Is that brighter than the other one? Hold on, let's see. No, it's because we're sitting over here. Let's turn that off. Let's turn this on. No, they're about the same. Let's see. So we got the rears. It's a mess up here. Drawing 0.88 amps, roughly 11 watts. Now, I would assume it's just going to draw the same, unless there's a power draw somewhere else. Okay, yeah. Yep, 11 watts, 0.88 amps. All right. Let's turn them both on. Full blast. Holy cow. 21 watts. Dude, it's bright in here. That's wild. Let there be light. Also, I punctured my monitor. All right, now let's see how long this lasts. Yeah, most people just hardwire the switch, hardwire the lights. I used connectors, so, let's see how long this lasts. If it's solid or not. And yeah. All right, on to the next step. All right, so I'm gonna put this sleeve over the harness and then feed it down there. So I need to make almost like a wiring diagram for the van as I go. So eventually I'll get a piece of paper with some wiring diagrams, but before I forget, I'm gonna label the ceiling lights. I also need to add that to my card. All right, there you go. Now I got the ceiling light accounted for. The switch already has, it labeled, so yeah, now we're good on that part. Now we'll just run these, test these out, make sure everything's good on this part. No flickering, no warm connectors, no melting, no smoking, no blown fuses. So we'll run it and see. I'm just gonna finish doing this. All right, so I wired up this 12 gauge for a charging port. I then realized I already had one, but this is pretty thin. I think that this is like an 18 gauge. So I'll probably use this as an LED strip switch and then the charging port. So I'm just covering up the wiring harness for the ceiling lights, just so it looks, not so clustered. Hey. All right, so I'm gonna wire up some electrical wire for the vent fan that I'm gonna eventually install. I was having a hard time determining because I only have 10 gauge, 12 gauge, and 16 gauge. Some people were saying use 14. Some were saying 12. I checked online, 16 gauge is perfectly fine. So I looked at a chart. I need about 11 feet from fuse box to back there. Between 10 and 15 feet of 5 amps, you should be using, or you can use 16 gauge. You can go up to 14, 12 is overkill, but I only need 11 feet. So I'm gonna run with 16 gauge. Let me wire that up, cut some, and then tape it up to the ceiling. All right, I'm gonna drill a hole down here for the positive wire to come through instead of going down up through here. All right, we're gonna end it here. I accomplished a lot today. It's It's been raining, so I gotta keep this open, let that leak out. But electrical's almost done. Got the lights installed. Got everything put where they should be put. And then I gotta finish up a little bit more of the electrical. And then once that's all done, then I could start mounting the walls and the ceiling. Anyways, appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. Later.